Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Knight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Here's Lawrence. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
They'll run on first down. It's Knight. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Knight. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Lawrence will throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if and that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. He's going to try and take off with it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first, and the Lions will take over. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Second and 4. This one swung out here to Jones. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. Touchdown. called Packers.
Christian Watson,
59 yards.
and the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 1st down, it's Knight. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
He's got it to Williams. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. They'll run on 1st down. Knight. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd down and 4, Lawrence. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark, a 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
He'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, it's Knight, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Knight, and he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 21.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Up the middle they go. Knight. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. This from 32 yards away. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far, but you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
Jones going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now back to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
He's going to let it fly, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter, as they're going to go down in defeat here. This one's over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Lions, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.
This is the develop. This is the abilities tab. Here you can. It's week 1 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Patriots and the reigning NFC champs, and it comes your way next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New England Patriots and the... We have a red zone situation brewing. This defense on their heels a little bit as they get set to defend a 1st and 10 with the ball at the 16. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 16-yard touchdown. Yep. This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this 3rd down play?
Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick slant to Brown.
They find some open field here. Touchdown, Eagles.
A.J. Brown.
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation?
Zappe from the gun on 3rd down.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So this offense looking at a 2nd and 4, the football inside the red zone.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good...
Touchdown, Patriots!
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that.
So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big 3rd down play coming up for this defense. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. A bit of a catch for him to... NFL. Now we drop you into an intriguing situation. The offense going for it on 4th and 2. 4th down. Here's Zampi. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. Zampi from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has another first down. Number 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Zampi looks to throw it. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season,
the key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. 4th quarter, close game. 3rd down, here we go. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard. Zampi looking to throw it on 1st down. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Zampi. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Zampi on 3rd down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Patterson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal. This defense now desperate to protect their 3-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To try again after the sack. Hurts, and this is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped it.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
They run once.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. He'll look to throw.
And that's complete to Brown.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but that clock rolling.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Greedy Williams.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
The play fake, and now here's Zappe. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Zappe throwing forward on 4th.
And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Zappe, one final shot here.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Eagles, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener.
And they will be back home next.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Patriots' versatile running back. He's coming off an incredible effort with over 200 yards rushing a week ago. It's the Pats and the Commanders, all that and more, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here.
Between the Washington Commanders
and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington,
they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Throwing Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. Third down convert. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a first down in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And it's 3-0 Washington.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty...
A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this 3rd down situation?
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
And Zappe to throw.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this near the 5.
Here's Stevenson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and goal.
Zappe, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
3rd and goal. Here's Zappe.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. Here's Jones on third down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Marcus Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a first down in the red zone. So the defense backed up here. Let's see if they can hold on this next play. Now Jones throwing on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now he steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field. Even though the offense is...
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better.
Things not looking overly positive at this point as this offense will look to finish strong here in the final minute of play. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
4th down now. Here's Zampi. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one obviously not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep. So for Washington, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And featured this week is C.J. Mosley, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Jets and the Patriots, and it's all up next.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's week 3. We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now Wilson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doors.
So with that last play, this offense is now in the red zone, but they're also now facing a 4th down situation. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
56 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Stevenson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Zappe from the gun.
Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have moved out in front. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just
So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Again, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Again, the juke.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out.
Zappi on 3rd and 2. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he will have a Patriots first down. And yards there.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Time to jump back in. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. And this offense has it in the red zone, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this.
Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they...
This defense holding on to a slim 3-point lead here in the 4th. They need to hold on and hopefully yield no more than a field goal. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So an unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Well, this is one of those plays where your instincts actually go against you. You really need to try and knock that down, but it happens so fast, partner.
Yeah, you see the ball in the air, maybe even though you're behind the line, you just think, I need to catch this and try to make a play.
Yeah, and what you really need to do, knock it to the ground and just go ahead and go to the next down, because now you're probably going to lose yardage.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any...
So they just got the ball off the interception. Now can this offense take advantage? Great field position, 1st and 10 in the red zone. On the counter, it's Stevenson. 133 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.